Hello, my name's Sylvester. I'm the Head of Partnerships at Ortus Energy and I'm here today behind the scenes at Atlas Copco for the solar PV installation. This is my colleague Kyle.
Hi there, yeah, my name's Kyle Amor. I'm Business Development Manager for the North of England, and it's great, Mia, that we are here in the North of England looking at an install at Atlas Copco in the lovely Deeside area.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to Alex and Elle of Atlas Copco and finding out a little bit more about the solar PV installation that they've had, why they chose to have it, and just a little bit more really about solar PPA on the whole. It's lovely to meet you guys here. Could you guys tell me a little bit more about your roles at Atlas Copco and also just about the PV system that you've just had installed?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Alex Bell. I'm the General Manager for the site here in Deeside. And Elle?
I'm Elle and I'm the sheet engineer, so health, safety and environment.
And one of the reasons why we wanted to install solar panels was mainly because of the problems we've gone through in the last few years in the whole world, really, where the prices of energy has gone quite high. And we wanted a little bit more independence from the national grid. And with 3TI and with Ortus Energy, we could save 50% on some of our prices, which is saving us about £100,000 a year.
Well, that's great to hear, Alex. And is there any kind of, you've mentioned there about the financial benefits, but what about the, your sustainability targets or your drive towards net zero?
We've already saved in the last, since 2019, we've saved 98% on our CO2 emissions via doing various different activities, various different initiatives. But this was another thing which could add to that. We've got a lot of different projects, which Elle leads a lot of through our Eco Steering Committee as well.
Well, that's great. So why Ortus? Why Ortus Energy for this install?
I think it was a group decision that we made to do with how much energy we could save and the cost savings that were on site. And we also kind of like the business model of being able to kind of not be able to purchase and have the big cost up front.
Yep.
Having the PPA agreement really worked for us and our business model.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, without Ortus Energy, without that funding availability, we would have had such a large capital investment that it might not have been a viable project. So we're really glad that we could get something arranged.
Yes.
I mean, the UK has a really, really big target. It's around 70 gigawatts by 2035. So we need to really increase the capacity of solar. What would you say are the key, maybe if you could line up 3 benefits that Atlas Copco have, from the solar PV, if you had to go for 3 of them?
Cost reduction is one. Then another one would be maybe that independence that I spoke about earlier, because it's key for us. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, so we don't know if prices are going to go up, so that's absolutely imperative for us. And then of course CO2. That's got to be at the forefront of everything we're doing at the moment. You know what the situation is like in the world, so we need to do something about it.
Yeah, guys, you mentioned that PPA model, and what we're finding is a lot of our businesses or a lot of our clients we deliver for, they do prefer that PPA model because of that, being able to keep that capital funding in your bank. Is that something that attracted you guys to the model?
Absolutely. We've had to do some sort of capital investment to make sure the roof is prepared for it. But otherwise, I don't think it would have been a project we could have got off the ground quite so quickly had we not had that option available to us.
I think we all understand that the UK has a really big target for net zero. I believe it's around 70 gigawatts of installed solar capacity that the UK is set to achieve by 2035, which is an enormous target. What does net zero mean to Atlas Copco?
I think it's really important. We have our science-based targets that we want to achieve by 2030 via the Paris Agreement. So yeah, this is a real big opportunity for us to cut down on that carbon. A lot of our CO2 is from our transmission and distribution of electricity, so the solar panels cut that out completely, so it's a really big benefit for us.
Fantastic. And we've talked about a lot of the benefits. Obviously, carbon footprint is a really big one, and that's, the kind of the topic of conversation across the UK. But, there are a multitude of benefits. What does energy security mean to Atlas Copco?
It means going slightly off the grid. We don't want to be reliant on somebody else. We have power cuts, so we don't necessarily want to have to deal with those all the time. But it also means the cost savings. I mean, we're talking about carbon footprint. We've reduced our carbon footprint from 2019 by 500 tonnes to just over 14 tonnes in a 5-year period. So we're really keen on pushing these incentives and these initiatives like solar panels to make sure that we can achieve our targets.
So we're joined now by Ben, who is the CEO of 3TI. Ben, could you just give us a little more insight into who you are and what you do?
Hi, sure. Ben Marchant, CEO at 3TI. We're a solar car park and EV charging company. And we came across Atlas Copco many years ago to talk about this project for the first time. And it's a real pleasure and real honour to be here to see the panels on the roof and look at the project that's actually coming to life.
Well, it's great that you're the EPC partner on this project for Ortus Energy, but why Ortus Energy? Why did you decide to partner up with us here?
We've been working with Ortus Energy for a number of years on a number of projects, developing and installing projects, actually more projects around this area, aren't we, in Deeside. So no, we've come to know Ortus for quite some time. The professionalism, the diligence, and being experts in this particular market niche of these commercial and industrial size installations is why we look to partner with Ortus.
And can you tell me a little bit more about the about the technology, about the panels here at Atlas Copco on this project?
Of course. So these are 460 watt JA solar panels, JA Solar being the brand. And we like to talk about that because JA Solar, we believe they're the best panels in the industry. Not only are they tier 1, so they're the most efficient and most reputable, but also we believe that JA Solar have the best track record for provenance, which I know means an awful lot to Ortus as well. So we know that they've been sourced and created and manufactured in the right way.
Fabulous, yeah. And we all know that installing solar PV isn't without its challenges. Were there any unique challenges in designing and installing solar PV here at Atlas Copco?
Absolutely. We had a great time working with a fantastic project team at Atlas Copco. They're smart, professional, diligent, and we went through a huge number of design iterations to get to this point to find this most efficient, most effective system for Atlas Copco.
Well, myself and me, we were fortunate enough to go up and have a look at this system, and it's fantastic to see it all.
We're back here with Elle from Atlas Copco and Ben from 3TI. It's great to have you guys back. Elle, could you tell us a little bit more about the working relationship with Atlas Copco and Ortus Energy?
Yeah, it's been really great. Communication's been great all the way through. They've kind of been help in hand with whatever we've needed through the iterations of the design, and all the work kind of helped us with the technical details and anything on site and stuff. It's been really great.
And Ben, while we're talking about collaboration, what's it been like for you guys at 3TI dealing with the expertise and the experience that Ortus has, in order to deliver the project outcomes?
We're used to it now. We've been working on a number of projects together, and that's why we work together, because you're sector experts in this particular niche of the market. These 1-2 megawatts solar systems, this particular size, it's your bread and butter. And it's, again, as I was mentioning, it's the collaboration, the speed of thought. We're on the same page. We know what we're talking about, so that language is very common.
So, Elle, we're led to believe that you've been nominated here at Atlas Copco for an award, in manufacturing and sustainability. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we're really excited. It's the MX Manufacturer Awards for Sustainable Manufacturing. So it's a really good recognition for us. We're really excited, and the solar panel project will be great for that. We're happy to be able to show that to them, and should be a big contribution.
And Ben, as the EPC provider, that must be music to your ears, hearing that a project that you've delivered on is going to be up for an award to contribute to the great work that they're here doing at Atlas Copco.
Absolutely. So this project will save 242 tonnes of carbon every single year. That's enough to power 339 homes every year, or drive 600,000 miles in a petrol or diesel car, which is an enormous achievement. It's a huge amount of impact, and the more awards like this bring awareness to fantastic projects like this, so we can build more and more and more.
So we're at a manufacturing site here today, Mia, but what other industries do you feel that could benefit from solar?
There are lots of industries actually that we work in, so sort of manufacturing, food processing, cold storage, data centres. It's actually suitable for anybody with a commercial roof space that's a decent size and that is using a good amount of energy. And they can see the savings really immediately from day one. So it's those that are the heavy energy users that would really benefit the most from a solar PV system.
And where does it sit in terms of a business owning their building? Here today they actually own this building. So what is it? Do they have to own a building, or can it be by a leasehold, or how does it work?
Absolutely not, Kyle. So a lot of our clients, actually, some of our really high profile clients, they are big multinational sites. So actually a lot of them are owned and operated by landlords. And then there's key benefits for the landlords as well. We spoke earlier on about minimum energy efficiency standards and things that landlords actually have to comply with in order to lease their building out. So a PPA is a really great way of actually benefiting both the client and the landlord at no capex cost.
Well, thanks, mate. It's been really interesting for me and my learning on my journey at Ortus Energy to hear about that end-to-end process. So it's fantastic to listen to what you had to say there.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for coming on this journey with us and seeing the viewpoints actually from every single party along the process. It's been really insightful and we look forward to taking you on our next journey.
Yeah, we sure do. So on behalf of myself and Mia at Ortus Energy, thank you to everybody for today, and we look forward to bringing you more content in the future around some of our projects that we will be rolling out across the UK.